So that's it. That I've just made a realization that what I'm really afraid of, is, well, the real fear is quitting this job. Okay, quitting this job and trying to do all these other things, and none of them panning out, and having to desperately try to find another source of income and anything, you know, and getting stuck in a situation that's worse than what it is now. Okay, now I've got it easy. I mean, this is the easiest job. This is the easiest money I've ever had. Okay? And I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to throw it away. But here's the big realization. The big realization is that, you know, okay, I quit this job, and now I've got to scrape together, you know, enough to at least get by every month. Hopefully, you know, be able to do a little bit better than that. And, you know, scraping by usually isn't a good thing. But look, if I'm doing the things that I am passionate about, that I love doing anyway, and I'm making money and paying the bills at it, what is wrong with that? See, that's what fear makes you insane. It makes you see, I mean, even now, you know, I look at that and say, no, I can't do all of that, because then I'd just be scraping by and you know, suffering and you know, the whole thing. But it's like, but you're going to be doing what you want to be doing. So what the hell? What the hell is wrong with that? Where's my list? Where's my list? This isn't it. I just looked at that. Where's my list? That's not it. I don't know where my list is. I mean, it's a great list. It's a great list, and I want to put it out there to the universe. But I can't put it out there to the universe. Ah! Is that it? Yes, here it is. And I've added a couple since then, which I'll try to remember. Grow and sell vegetables locally. Organically grown, a used and new bookstore, buy, sell, trade. In a real desperate situation, this is a real desperate situation, it's all I have to do is make a phone call, and I can be a driver for this company called Crane, which they transport old folks around to their hospital visits and doctor visits and that kind of stuff. That's really, really low on the list. Digitize audio tapes. Okay, I think this is a big deal. My entire life has been. This is the next item. My entire life has been surrounded by astronomy. Okay, I call myself an astronomer. I could teach astronomy classes. You know, basic astronomy classes. What to look at, what to look for, how to look at things. You know, offer a little bit of insight into, you know, when you're looking at the night sky, to appreciate it a little bit more, because you know a little bit more about it. I did this years and years and years ago, and it was great. Another thing, I want to do something with music. I've got to get better. I've got to get better at playing the guitar. The guitar and I are one. We are definitely one. But at the moment, guitar is over there. I'm over here. We're not quite in sync yet. That's just a matter of head stuff. There's this really cool website called Rent-A-Coder, and I did it for a while at the end of last year, very, very successfully. I was on my way up, and then I got myself into a situation where I was doing 3 projects at the same time, which is really stupid. And they were 3 very complicated projects at the same time, and I was trying to keep this full-time job, and I was trying to do everything else. And a couple of the projects I was working on with Rent-A-Coder, they were too, I shouldn't have been doing them, because I didn't have that kind of experience. So that went down, but now I'm back doing Rent-A-Coder stuff. I just finished up another job the other day, and I'm making some bids on some other ones. I keep dropping these. Before I had this job that I had now, I had my own company called Custom Scientific Software. I want to rebirth that and actually call it Cosmic Custom Software is what I want to call it. Sole proprietor, and I want to contract out to universities, NASA, etc., etc. As I said, there's no radio station in this town, FM radio station. The FCC in October is opening up the lower bands of the FM channels to full power non-commercial stations. And I think it'd be totally, totally awesome to construct and run a radio station. There were a couple other items that I had on here. Nursery. There's a place in town that is looking for somebody to take over their nursery. I've run the numbers, and it really isn't a big moneymaker, but growing vegetables, growing plants is a passion of mine. So maybe there's something there. See, so there's all these possible things, and I would love to be doing these. All of these things I could be making money on, and being able to pay all these bills. So what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? I don't know. Somebody tell me, what am I afraid of? Well, what it is that none of these will work out. None of these will work out, and I will be stuck trying to find some BS job somewhere that I don't want to be doing, and really, really, really suffering. But God, with all these ideas, all these possible things, I couldn't do them all at the same time, but I could do a couple at the same time. God, why not? Why not? I've got to go for it. I've got to go for it, because this is my passion. This is where it is. This is what is going to get me, get my negative energies into positive energies, so I can actually, make the world a little better. Because that's what it's all about. It's making the world better so you can have a good time. Okay? Have a good time. The meaning of life is to enjoy. Have a good time. That's what it's all about. And if you're not having a good time, then you're not doing the right things in order to align yourself with the nature of the universe itself. The nature of the universe itself is giving. Giving, 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 giving. Okay? So the universe is ready to give whenever I'm ready to receive. I just have to align correctly. And if I can do that, then everything should be fine. Okay? Okay. Bye.